Hi, this is Miss Cindy. I hope everyone is doing good today and everyone had a happy 4th of July. My next project, trying to use supplies I already have around the house, is going to be I'm going to try to decorate a glass plate. In front of you are these two are one of my favorite decoupage plates that I've done when I owned my business many, many years ago. These just match my decor, so I kept these. These were not sold. Anyway, I have done the decoupage on these plates. I've done the photo transfer on the plates, but I've never done a pour on a plate, which is unusual since I do so many pours. So that is what this project is going to be about. And I'm going to have to do it my way because I've never done it before. I know working with this glass was kind of tricky when I did the glass vases because I needed to make sure that it adhered. So I have all my supplies in front of me. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm not quite sure this is the way to do it, but this is how I'm going to attempt it, only because I did work with the paint on the glass, and I was pretty successful with that. So here's my 10-inch plate. Trust me, I've got a bin of these left over from the business. And I'm going to use the same process I did with the vase. I'm going to sand it down just a little bit on the back and then clean it off real good with my alcohol. And then I'm going to tape the inside so I don't get any, because I'm going to use Floetrol. I don't want to get anything on the inside. And then I'm just going to brush a thin layer of this Liquitech, the glass medium, on the back. And then I'm just going to let that dry. What I want that to do is try to give me some teeth on the back of this plate so when I do the pour, it will hold. And then I'm just going to mix some paint with some Floetrol, and I'm going to do the pour, and we're going to see how it comes out. I'm not sure, again, I'm never sure until I get ready to go, what colors I'm going to use or what type of paint. I don't know if I'm going to use metallic or the opaque. I may use both. So when I get started, I will be back. So I went and cleaned my plate real good, washed it real good, dried it real good, and then I just put the tape around the edges. I may have to put some more tape in here because if I decide to tilt it, I don't want to get any paint on the inside. So I may go around another layer. Anyway, my next step is I'm just going to take little sandpaper and just rough it up a little bit all the way around. You can't see the scratches in it because this is on camera, but it does have some scratches in it. And not much. And then once I feel it has enough scratches, I'm just going to wipe it off. I'm going to put some more alcohol on this side. And then I'm going to go ahead and just put a thin coat of the Liquitex glass medium. I'm just going to coat the back, and I'm just going to go ahead and let it dry. So I will be back after I get my paints mixed and I'm ready to do the pour. Okay, so here's just a quick shot to show you what it looks like painting a thin layer of that glass medium on the glass plate. So we're just going to let this dry really, really good. I want this bone dry, and then I'll come back and do the pour. Just wanted you to see that this thin layer was put on. So I mixed my paint. I used a little bit of metallic and opaque. I mixed it with Floetrol, and then I just went ahead and alternated when I put it in the big cup. I think this is going to be enough. We'll see. So now I'm just going to go ahead and do the pour and see what happens. See if this holds. I use black, white, silver, gold, copper, and I think that was it. Yeah, I stuck with the earth tone colors because that'll go in here if I end up liking the plate. Well, I definitely had enough paint. I was concerned I didn't have enough paint, but I did. Okay. This is the first time I'm doing it, so I'm just playing around. I don't even know, once this starts drying, if the swirls are going to hold. But like I said, it's the first time trying it like this. I didn't put any Floetrol on the base. I'm hoping the medium holds it. Okay, so that's it. I'm done. We're gonna let this dry and see how it comes out. Okay, just a quick update. Like every 5 minutes, I've been running my popsicle stick around the bottom of this. I really don't want any drips at all on this glass, so I've just been going around, catching the drips. Yeah, to be honest, when you get drips on this glass, I know that is a bear to get off. When I get drips on canvas, it's a bear to get off, but the glass is probably worse. Okay, so as you see, not too much. It was dripping heavy earlier, and I've been doing this like every 5 minutes. Just coming by. I would like to have a nice smooth finish. So when this dries completely, I will show you the end result. Okay, I am finished with this project, and I want you to know that Miss Cindy totally messed it up. And with my videos comes the good, the bad, and the ugly. If I messed up or made a mistake, I'm going to show it to you so that hopefully you don't make the same mistake. Anyway, before I show you this plate that I totally ruined, while I was making that mistake, I noticed something on that glass plate that I had never noticed before. And that is the same design that's on the back does not show through on the front. This was a total surprise for me because I have done, and I'm showing you, I have done acrylic pours on vases, a few of them. And I've never even thought to look on the inside. So when I saw a different pattern on that plate from the inside and the back, and it's a glass plate, you're seeing right through it. I said, well, let me dig out one of my vases and see if that's what happened on that one. So that's what I did. I pulled out this one that I did some matching coasters with. And I don't know if you can see it, but on the inside, really is not the same pattern as the outside. So, with that said, I was not sure if the profound difference had to do with me using the glass medium or just using, versus just the Floetrol and paint. So I did a test. And here it is. This plate, I did no medium, no glass medium, and I just used the Floetrol and the paint. And in this one, I did use the glass medium using the exact same method that I did with the big plate. The only difference is I didn't use 6 colors, I only used 4. And instead of the bronze, I used like a lime green. The mixtures was the same as far as paint and Floetrol. But I needed to see if this pattern on the outside of this plate is the same as the inside of the plate. So I will show you a still shot of when I actually did this test. So when you look at it, no, it isn't the same. So that proved to me that this has been happening all this time and I just never realized it. These plates are absolutely gorgeous. I'm keeping these. I will resin the back or polyurethane the back, but these came out gorgeous. It's just that they really are not the same design in the back of the plate. And I'm sorry, but as long as I've been doing that, it baffled me. So that's why I did a test. So anyway, we're going to show you where Miss Cindy done totally messed up. But, like I said, if something comes out good, I'm going to show you. If it comes out bad, I'm going to show you. If I made a mistake, I'm going to show you. So here is the plate that I actually finished. And it is gorgeous. Look, design, I just don't know how this came out this way, but I do love it. And I would have kept this plate except for the fact that when I waited 2 days for this to dry. And when I took the tape off, I was fine. But then when I touched the back of that plate, which is a totally different design and a beauty of its own, this one section was wet. And I touched that with my thumb, and then I tried to correct it and I couldn't. So I love the back design of this plate as much as I love the front design. So this one is done for. I'm keeping the 2 small plates. I may do this again and with these same colors because I really did like the color. I love the way this plate came out. And that metallic is it just pops in there. So anyway, that's the end of this video. I try not to make mistakes that big where I actually ruined something, but I did on this one. And like I said, it was just this tiny drop that was wet. I was able to hold this plate where I can get the tape and everything off. But when I went and touched that one spot with my finger, I ruined the plate. So that's just a reminder. Make sure when you're using the Floetrol that is extremely dry. And I think the reason why that wasn't fully dry was because maybe this lip in here. So naturally, I poured starting from here, so there was a lot of paint on there. As opposed to when I made that mistake and I thought about it, why it took more than 2 days to dry. When I did this one, I didn't start in the middle. I started around here so it could that excess paint could get over this little hump here in the glass. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great day. I already know the next one that I'm doing, and I will be back soon.